Hello, hello, welcome in my Capricorns. If you are a Capricorn sun, moon, rising, or a Venus placement that you need to check, this is your weekly tarot horoscope. This is actually going to take you through the next 2 weeks, okay? Whenever you see this, this will be for the next 2 weeks ahead of you. My name is Kristen Lightwork. I'm a professionally validated psychic medium and tarot reader, and I'm here to bring through the most aligned messages to help you stay on the most aligned path, okay? So let's get into it. So I'm going to go over what's the theme of the next 2 weeks ahead, what's clarity with that, what needs to be seen. We're going to get into what the universe wants you to know, the energy to embody, and a little message from your spirit guides at the end. Okay. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the vibe. And if this message resonates to you, please let me know by a comment or a like in this video. All right, let's get into it. So for my Capricorns, what do you need to know about the weeks ahead, the 2 weeks coming in? What do you need to know? What's the theme for the Capricorns? Let's see what it is. Oh, 2 cards here. Whoa. The moon and the 2 of Wands. Okay. The moon and the 2 of Wands. You are really thinking pretty deeply about plans. You could be very internal the last week and also going into these next 2 weeks. You could feel very internal about stuff. The moon is always about our hidden emotions, our hidden truths, what we need to know on the inside, what we feel about things on the inside. The 2 of Wands is about plans and things going on. You are really looking at, like, I feel like you're really focused on your future. I feel like plans are coming into play where you are really trying to decide and decipher how you make your next move. I don't think you're necessarily telling everybody how you feel about these next moves. And I think you're trying to balance your emotional wants and needs versus everybody else's that you're trying to please. Okay. And I think you're supposed to put that to rest. The other thing I want to say for you Capricorns over the next 2 weeks is your dreams could be super relevant, how visual they are, how impactful they're coming in. I would highly recommend to have a dream journal near your bedside. Okay, so when you wake up and do that. The other thing that comes in with the 2 of Wands is it can absolutely mean people and partnerships and certain people that are here on your path and connected together. You could be analyzing and really looking at how those relationships, how those connections, how this collaboration is really working for you, and if it's absolutely the area or the direction you want to go towards. Let's get a little bit clear with this message for my Capricorns. What's the clarity, Spirit? What do we need to know about the 2 of Wands and the Moon card? What do you need to know? What do you need to know? What do you need to know? The 8 of Pentacles comes in with work. It could be a lot about work, professional opportunities, some opportunity that is going to hopefully be an investment but give back to you. The 8 of Pentacles is how we're putting into things. It's what we water, it will grow. Okay. It's devoted to your work. Okay. It's hard work. It's devoted to work. It's focused on something. What else do we need to know here? What else do I need to know? Spirit, what do I need to know about the 8 of Pentacles? What do we need to see? 8 of Cups. One more card here. What else do we need, Spirit? What else do I need to see? And the Page of Cups. Listen, the 8 of Cups is there's a move, there's a transition, there's something coming into play. We are leaving our comfortability or what is known for a new landing, a new destination, a new foundation. And we got 8-8. 8-8 could be a reference to a number. 88 also, if you see 888, that could also be a numerical sign. And anytime I see 8s, it's literal change. You are changing and shifting direction. 8s bring directional change. That's what it is. Okay. So we have directional change in a possible work situation, a possible situation, how you make your money, how you feel your foundation underneath you. We could be questioning if we need to move or if we're in a moving situation. And the Page of Cups is we have an offer on the table. The Page of Cups is there could be an offer on the table for you. So you could have something come in the next 2 weeks that you weren't expecting. This could be an opportunity. This could be a possible blessing in disguise coming into play. But it definitely means that the daily life that you see right now is going to be changing soon, okay? Or there's an opportunity to change it if you'd like to. The Page of Cups is, it can feel almost like fast-paced, erratic sometimes, emotional. It can be an emotional decision, emotional context with things. And I feel like it's almost like putting a lot of energy into something And finally being like, you know what though? I'm okay with leaving this, or I'm okay with moving into a different direction, or I'm okay of switching my decision on this, as long as I go with where I feel is best. So you really want to make sure, my Capricorns, that you are really weighing out how you feel. What do you want? Although you might try and cater to everyone else in your life, and gosh, you do a good job at it, that's not your job. And when it comes to big life decisions and how you're structuring your life and your elevation, it's time to truly listen to your wants and needs. And there could be something that you've put a lot of effort into, and this week your decisions change, your choice changes, and you weren't expecting that. Let's get one more clarity card. What else do we need to know for my Capricorn spirit? What else do we need to see? The Judgment card coming in. This is awakening energy. You're seeing something a little bit clearer this week on a decision you're about to make. You're going to have more awareness brought to you about a decision that you're facing. And you do need to weigh it out. You need to weigh out your options. You need to really feel how things weigh for you. Okay. You do want to pass judgment on your decisions and choices that you're looking at this week. All right. You're going to be asked to make a change, make a choice. And I think this is the time to step into that. And people are a part of this. Okay. Someone could be bringing you an opportunity or an idea. Someone could be, again, kind of a part of this already that you're choosing to kind of shift out of. So the next 2 weeks, I see you really navigating this big decision that's in front of you. And you're trying to really nail down what you really want to do, how you really want this to play out. Okay. So it's coming for you to do that. And you really got to ask yourself, how do you really feel? What do you really want? Okay. Let's get into, what do you need to see this week? All right. What do you need to see for the next 2 weeks? What's something to see and be aware of? What do you need to see? What do they need to see? What does the Capricorn collective need to see, Spirit? What do they need to see? The King of Swords, be immovable on your decisions, all right? The King of Swords is very stoic, does not move, does not bend for anybody else. The King of Swords will remain in that energy until it's their way. It's their way or the highway. But I feel like they're asking, and your spirit guides are asking for you to be this way, okay? Be impartial, be intelligent, be stoic, remain objective and fair-minded, communicate clearly. Okay, what else do we need to see here? What else do you need to see about this situation? What do we need to know about the King of Swords, Spirit? What do we need to know about the King of Swords? What do you need to know? The Eight of Pentacles, again, there is something coming in with work, money, foundational, okay? Something how you're spending your money, making your money, money's coming in. Learning all you can about a subject or a situation, going back to school, taking seminars, attention to detail, skilled work that you love, putting in the time and effort for something and not giving up about it. Spirit says you got to be dedicated and focused on some situation here. What do they need to be dedicated and focused on? What do they need to be dedicated and focused on coming into the next 2 weeks? What do you need to be dedicated and focused on? What do you need to be dedicated and focused on? You need to be dedicated and focused on the opportunities. This is a second repetitive card. This is the Knight of Cups again. Okay, actually we had the Page of Cups, so this isn't necessarily, but anyways, Knight of Cups, falling in love, being swept off your feet, sudden love affair, lack of balance in relationships, situation, love of art, opportunities though. This is opportunities. Actually, didn't we get the Knight of Cups? No, it was Page of Cups. Sorry, I had to look again. With this being said, okay, with the Knight of Cups, there is an offer and opportunity on the table. There's something coming in again. Okay, this is something coming in. Be open to it. A sudden love affair, falling in love, resurgence of loving energy. But really, when this comes into, these two cards fell down, so I've got to pick them up. The Star and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, guys. Listen, have more hope and faith that there's opportunities coming your way. If you have been without a job or professional confusion about stuff, I feel like some of you are going to have that opportunity where things are going to come in and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I didn't expect this. Amazing. I just got to keep working and dedicated to it. If you have a goal, long-term goal for yourself, keep dedicated, stay focused. There is going to be an opportunity of success, an opportunity of a visual check mark against whatever goal you're going after. Okay. The star card is you need to have more hope and faith and determination about stuff. All right. There's so much more going on that hasn't been shown yet. And if you have been waiting for signs and you feel like you're not getting them, please just give yourself a little bit more credit and keep pushing, keep being focused, keep being direct about how you need to move forward. The Two of Pentacles is getting into balance about stuff, okay? Working too hard, multiple jobs, and need to bring balance and fun back into your life. Yes, focus on what you need to get focused on, but don't forget to enjoy your life as well in the present moment. So that's one of the things I want to say with this. But everything here is like, listen, the other thing I want to say for some of you, you need to hear this about relationships. Be stubborn on your boundaries and be stubborn on who you are and what you're going to take and what you won't take. You've put too much effort into yourself, into your life to allow for that to fall or to not give yourself credit and to not make sure that you are honoring and respecting yourself and what you truly want. There is a new opportunity or a new person possibly coming in, a new opportunity of resurgence of love, and you need to have more hope and faith about it. Stop being pessimistic about things. The biggest thing that's causing any form of pessimism is a lack of balance in time, okay? Feeling like you have to do all the things and you can't put anything down and you have to do it all. Stop that. You do need to be focused and driven, but there's also a need to bring balance into things and not be in a full extreme swing, okay? Give yourself the blessing of balance as you move through things. Okay. One more card here. Just one more clarifier card before we get into the rest of this reading. One more thing to end this part of it with this. I almost said my son's name. That's random, but you know what? He's a Capricorn. So that's crazy. I almost literally said my son's name. All right. Yeah, the Magician card. Literally everything is in your hands. You have the power to make the changes in your life that you're focused on. Be focused on what you want, honor it. You have some great opportunities ahead or a great blessing coming in. Just make sure you don't let everybody else's opinions cloud how you really feel, okay? Honor how you really feel about stuff. Magic is alive in your life. What you need to succeed will manifest. If you believe it, you can do it. Move forward with that opportunity, that blessing that's coming in, okay? Let's get into what's the life lesson you're going to be shown this week. So my Capricorn collectives, what do you need to know? What's the life lesson coming into play with your Capricorn placements? What do you need to see? The Protectress, okay? Your energy is valuable. Protect it well. Strength, boundaries, and amulet, okay? The Protectress. Again, your energy is valuable. Protect it well. Honor yourself. Honor your strength. Honor what you really want, okay? Protect your energy, protect your choices, protect how you are interacting with the world as far as how you're giving your energy out, okay? Make sure that you don't need to go over leaps and bounds, to make other people comfortable in situations. That's not what this is, okay? Honor yourself, honor your strengths. The other thing too with this amulet is it could be worth it to wear a jewelry item or something that helps you feel protected and aligns with your energy. This is the eye that I wear. I'm obsessed with it. I wear it almost every single day, all right? Wear something that makes you feel protected and aligned, all right? Let's see what the universe wants you to know. What does the universe want you to know if you're a Capricorn or you're checking your Capricorn placements? What does the universe want you to know? What does the universe want you to know right now? Blessings. There are blessings coming. There is something beautiful that's coming into play here. You guys are going to have a resurgence of faith, not only in the external world, but for yourself, okay? Blessings are gifts from the universe. Receive them and share them. Blessings are coming in. There's something beautiful coming into play here, and you should feel like you can choose how you want to choose, how you want to embody it, how you want to embrace it, whatever it is, all right? What else do you need to know from the universe, my Capricorn collective? What do you need to know? Safety. Safety is on its way. Also, to honor your own safety and make sure that you feel safe, okay? Safety is the foundation of life. Cherish the calm moments. This is the balancing act of this, okay? Yes, here's the thing. Get super hyper-focused on your goals. You're Capricorns, all right? Maybe you will flourish with a schedule for yourself. I want you to create a daily routine or little reminders that you always have to hit every single day that makes you feel strong in your goals, aligned, successful in your day, and spiritually protected as fuck. Okay? create something, create a checklist that you can check every day that reminds you to be present, and you can feel safe, and you don't have to overextend and overthink through the next 2 weeks. All right. One more card here. What else do we need to know? Oh, geez. For my Capricorn collective. Hiccups. Trust. You're going to make a big move. You're going to make a big decision and a change. It is time to do it. Please trust that you are aligned to do it. All right. Trust your intuition. The universe is guiding you. Okay. What is the energy to embody? What's the energy to embody for the Capricorn collective for the next 2 weeks? What's that energy to embody for the Capricorn collective for the next 2 weeks? What do you need to know? The great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences, okay? Embodying divine light, embodying your faith journeys, embodying the wisdom that you've learned, and reflecting on all the challenges that you've been through and overcame. All right. That's how you need to walk out the door. Walk out the door like you are a thriver. Okay. You are thriving in your life from all the things you've been through and surpassed and evolved and transitioned. You are a comeback king and queen. All right. You are someone that can absolutely make these big shifts and make it go forward in your life. You can make change. And people see that. And you also need to honor that in yourself. The other thing is you might have people that come to you with their own sort of internal problems. And I feel like, if you have some advice or some words of wisdom to pass on, you should feel like you can do that. They're coming to you for a reason. Allow yourself to do that. Okay. And last but not least, let's get a message from your spirit guides and angels. What do we need to know for the Capricorn collective? What do the spirit guides and angels want you to know when you see this message? What do you want us to know, Spirit? What do you want us to know? What do we want to know? What do we need to know? Clear, cancel, and release. It's time to let go of the past. Time to remove the bullshit. Time to allow yourself to cut the cords and say, enough is enough. Clear, cancel, and release. Be open to the new transitions and new changes. Clear, cancel, and release. Block out other people's opinions about your own trajectory, your own success path. This is for you, not for anybody else to walk. And it's important to not let others' opinions influence that. These are decisions that you have to make for yourself. Clear, cancel, and release the obligation that you think you have to everybody else, because you don't. The only person you have to have obligation to is truly yourself and your kids, but yourself. Okay. Anyways, that was our reading for the next 2 weeks for my Capricorn collective, sun, moon, rising, or Venus placements. Okay. If this message related and resonated to you, please show a like and give me a comment below if you'd like to just shout out why. It's okay if not to. It's up to you. Anyways, love, light, and blessings. If you'd like a personal reading, you can book me in. Link in bio. See y'all real soon.